The churches were commissioned by King Lalibela, who wanted to create what he called a new Jerusalem for Christian pilgrims who were prevented from going to the Holy Land. To this day, it is a place of pilgrimage and devotion. Well, across northern Ethiopia, you'll find hundreds of rock-hewn churches. They may not be as big and spectacular as what you find here in Lalibela, but they are still being constructed even today, using that ancient craft that many thought had died out. Scholars have long believed that the practice of carving churches had all but disappeared 500 years ago. But local priests like Meskel is one of a dozen who are keeping the tradition alive. Meskel and his team of 3 have carved out 4 churches, which took them 4 years to complete.
This is God's will, the work of the Holy Spirit. We have never seen any plans or any references for these designs. We just started our job and the Holy Spirit guided us. And you can see the result is this.
Both local and international historians from the US and the UK have now embarked on an ambitious project of documenting the craft. So far, the team has uncovered 20 modern churches across the country.
There's a very good possibility that when more power is made available in Ethiopia, that if they just continue to make rock-cut churches, they will use pneumatic drills, and the handcraft of making rock churches will disappear altogether. So what we've been doing is going from one new site to another, interviewing the individuals, the craftsmen involved, in order to try and obtain their personal knowledge as to how they did the job.
Lalibela continues to serve as a pilgrimage site and can continue to do so for generations to come if the traditions are being kept alive. Emmanuel Igunza, BBC, Lalibela, Northern Ethiopia.
You're watching BBC Focus on Africa. It's now time for some sport. Piers.
Thank you, and Ken. Now on Saturday, the first major African Football Championship of the year gets underway when Morocco hosts the African Nations Championship. Popularly known as the CHAN, the competition is for footballers who play in their own domestic leagues across Africa. 16 teams will be taking part in 4 groups of 4, with matches being played in Marrakesh, Tangier, Agadir and Casablanca. Now, holders and 2-time champions DR Congo are notable by their absence. They failed to qualify. But as the BBC's Nick Cavell told me earlier from Tangier, Morocco are keen to impress both on and off the pitch.
I think they'll be trying to impress for their organisation skills, mainly because they want to bid to host the 2026 World Cup. And with a joint bid coming